or university, and to apply, just head to the Kennewick Police Department's website. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, 26 people from Yakima County are in jail after a 2-year-long investigation by federal, state, and local authorities. Details ahead. And new food options at the Tri-Cities Airport. We tell you what will be added and when it's going to be implemented. Also a big event for Hanford High, how you can help a group of students and snag some good deals in the process. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is almost 6 a.m. on Friday, April 19th. Let's check in right away on your forecast, your chilly forecast, with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, it's cold right now, but it's not going to be later on today, is it?
No, these are the days where you need to dress in layers. You'll need the layers this morning, but then you can shed some of those layers later on this afternoon, as we typically see big ranges in the low and high temperatures this time of year. Freeze warnings are posted for the Kittitas Valley and along the foothills of the Blues until 9 o'clock this morning for those areas in purple. But even those areas that are not included are still very close to the freezing mark. So we're down to 33 in Tri-Cities, 35 Walla Walla, 28 in Hermiston, 33 in Pendleton, 35 in Toppenish, and 33 in Yakima. There is a little bit of a breeze out there, a northerly wind anywhere from 2 to about 10 miles per hour. These winds will be increasing this afternoon, so we're looking at a breezy but pretty nice day. 30s this morning, so you'll need the heat on, but you won't need the heat this evening as you're heading home from work. Weather will not slow you down. It'll be a little bit breezy, but I think you put those windows down with high temperatures right around 70 degrees. A cold front moves in this weekend. We'll let you know how that could impact your weekend forecast, and we'll also have your fishing derby forecast coming up in a little bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. 34 people in eastern Washington indicted on federal charges in a criminal conspiracy to traffic drugs across the United States. At least 26 now in custody. Most arrested in Yakima County as part of Operation Dizzy. Our very own Emily Goodell tells us it's taken federal, state, and local authorities more than 2 years to track down the people in charge.
Authorities tell me after a 2-year-long investigation, they were able to narrow it down to 4 gang leaders who they believe were directing a majority of these crimes in the Yakima Valley and throughout eastern Washington. But those gang leaders were also behind bars at a federal maximum security prison in Colorado.
What we've found through this conspiracy is they're being directed by Nuestra Familia, which is a prison gang.
Allegations include trafficking in firearms and illegal drugs, money laundering, cockfighting, acts of violence, and attempting to kill people, helping authorities to take them down. Investigators say it's a hotbed of gang activity right here in Yakima.
There's surprises about the level of involvement in the city of Yakima driving a national, maybe even international organization. We've never had a case like this. I mean, this is enormous.
On Thursday morning, 350 local, state, and federal officers executed dozens of search warrants across the Yakima Valley and in the Spokane area to take 26 of the highest-ranking suspects involved with the prison gang into custody.
Today, we received 37 firearms, thousands of rounds of ammunition, pound quantities of cocaine and methamphetamine, as well as more than 8,000 fentanyl-laced pills. Agents also removed more than 150 roosters allegedly used in cockfighting. Birds are being transferred to Heartwood Haven Animal Rescue.
But several suspects still at large.
There are, ongoing operations in order to apprehend all the individuals who are charged.
As for concerns about other criminals looking to take over where this gang left off,
Clearly, it could create an opportunity where some people see a vacuum, but we've had a plan in place for a while now, and so I don't think that, my advice to them would be that's not a wise move.
and it's not over yet.
I'm tired of the homicide rates and the drug volumes that come through this county, and this is the beginning of the end for those who think this is a great place to profit.
We have more information about this criminal conspiracy on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And now to continuing coverage of the Brian Kohberger case. Kohberger is the man accused in the killing of 4 University of Idaho students in an off-campus home in November of 2022. Court documents filed this week show his lawyers plan to argue he wasn't even in Moscow the night of the killings, but that he was out driving around alone, and they have the cell tower and radio frequency data to prove it. However, investigators say Kohberger's phone was not connected to the network at the time of the killings. The trial is expected to start early next year. And the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office is warning people of an ongoing phone scam in the area. The Sheriff's Office says they have been getting reports of scammers calling people, and it looks like it's coming from the Sheriff's Office. This is a scam. The caller on the phone demands they be paid or else they'll be arrested. Law enforcement does not call people to give financial information over the phone. If you get one of these calls, hang up and call authorities directly to report it. And if you're getting ready to fly out of the Tri-Cities airport, you'll have some new food options for a quick bite, as well as some new seating options. Fish and Cafe is now open in the main terminal. Calzones, pizza pies, and subs are available. The cafe even has a theme that highlights our region's ties to the science industries. New couches have also been added near the baggage claim area. Columbia Grill in the terminal has also updated its wine offerings and even how it's stored.
We've made it the bar area a little bigger, and then we added a machine that allows us to hold wines longer, so long before it's spoiled. So this allows us to carry different types of wines. I mean, we want people to eat here. We want people to enjoy their experience at the Tri-Cities airport. So we want to provide all the options and opportunities we can for them to stay here, want to fly out of here.
PSC is also preparing for May 1st. Avelo Airlines will start flying nonstop to Sonoma County, making it easy to get to California wine country. And Yakima Valley Restaurant Week is kicking off 10 days of celebration today after a 3-year hiatus. The event is put on by the Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce as a way to highlight and support local eateries and help locals find their new favorite spot. Each of the 12 participating restaurants has a special menu offering. They're offering food items at $15, $25, or $35 price points.
By drumming up activity for the restaurants, it gets excitement out in the community and brings people in the door that maybe wouldn't normally be out and about this time of year at the restaurants.
Restaurant Week starts today and runs through Sunday, April 28th. You can find a list of participating restaurants and their specials at applevalleynewsnow.com. It's also Volunteer Appreciation Week, and volunteers were celebrated at Pasco High School, being called Champions for Children. This is the second year for the event. Volunteers are being welcomed and cheered by Pasco High and Chiawana High School cheerleaders. A presentation also celebrated the people who dedicate their time and energy to supporting students and school staff. Pasco School District officials say volunteers make a big impact.
They're making a difference, like they're building relationships with their students, with their staff, with their teachers. A lot of times even our students recognize our volunteers because they're there so often that they can look at them as role models. They can look at them as someone that they can learn from.
You don't have to be a parent of a student to become a volunteer. All you need to do to start the process is go to their website, fill out a form, and select what schools you would like to volunteer at. A weekend event happening in Richland, the Hanford High School Spring Fling Bazaar. The 3rd annual event is hosted by the Falcons Podcast and Video Production Club. This event helps bring the students to their national conventions like the All-American High School Film Festival in New York and compete in the Student Television Network Convention. Cheyenne Lavilette, the HHS broadcasting and filmmaking teacher, says the students do lots of work to put this event on.
They get there very early. They're there by 6 a.m. to help the vendors carry in all of their goods. They'll even help Friday after school because we move all of the tables out of the cafeteria commons area. We tape off the vendor booth spaces, and then they help the customers on Saturday also. They do the check-in and then they tear down. So they have to earn their way.
Admission is free. There are going to be more than 100 vendors with all sorts of booths. LaViolet says most parking is going to be on the north entrance by the gyms or the south entrance by the auditorium. And straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, another close call for two planes, a near crash on two runways. Why officials say this is part of a bigger problem, and if there are any plans to rectify it.
6 o'clock, bogey.
Did you say burger? Because I can go for a burger.
I'm not talking about burger.
Roger that. Fire now. Need burger? Get burger. Spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger. Only at Carl's Jr.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Buenos dias, I'm Eddie Garcia and we're building this house.
Hey, I'm Tanya Galvez. I work at Par Lumber, and we supply Eddie with all the materials he needs.
Par, your total home building source since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Sundown M Ranch promotes patient-centered integrated care that focuses on the mind, body, and spirit. At Sundown M Ranch, the patient is the reason we are here. We take pride in our reputation of assisting individuals and family members through a difficult process with compassion, respect, and confidentiality.
Sundown M Ranch saved my life.
Last month, I celebrated 31 years of sobriety.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Massive savings are on this weekend, only at More Furniture. Choose from a wide variety, including our new spring lineup, and we'll provide free white glove delivery, special interest free financing until 2025, and we'll subtract your sales tax. And right now, we'll donate your gently used furniture free of charge. Make an impact in your local community and allow us to remove and donate your items with this limited time offer. Only at More Furniture.
Next ET, Taylor Swift's Poetic Justice, her new album, Decoded.
It's just a lot of alive.
Plus, Inside the Pulp Fiction reunion and Shamar Moore talking SWAT, uncanceled.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Oh boy, look at that Carl's Jr. burger. Bacon, jalapenos, beef, cheese, bacon, beef. $5 on the app? What? Another burger. Lettuce, cheese, melty, delicious pickle. You gotta be kidding. Barbecue sauce, strip, crunchy onion rings. $5? I'm burger rich. Need burger? Get burger.
This newscast sponsored by Washington State Department of Revenue's Working Families Tax Credit.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today marks the somber 29th anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing. On April 19, 1995, a rental truck filled with explosives was detonated outside the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. It killed 168 people, including 19 children. It also injured several hundred more people. Two former U.S. Army soldiers, Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols, were convicted of the attack. McVeigh was convicted and executed by lethal injection in 2001. Nichols got a life sentence. A remembrance ceremony is being held this morning at the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum. 168 seconds of silence will be observed, 1 second for each person who lost their life. And the Oklahoma City bombings were a response to this day in 1993, the FBI's raid on the Branch Davidian Christian compound near Waco, Texas. 31 years ago on this day, after a 51-day standoff, federal agents launched a tear gas attack on the group's buildings. Authorities say the leader, David Koresh, refused to surrender and set the Mount Carmel Center on fire. Shortly after that, the compound was engulfed in flames. Officials say 82 Branch Davidians, including 24 children, were killed. 4 federal agents also died. And this morning, yet another close call at a major U.S. airport, this time a near collision outside Washington, D.C. Audio captured the reaction in the control tower. Andrew Dimbert has the details.
Stop, Southwest 2937, stop!
New details about another close call at a major airport as 2 passenger jets full of passengers narrowly missed colliding at Washington's Reagan Airport yesterday.
This was a real potential, and any further mistake made in one form or another, and we would have had a tragedy.
Investigators say an air traffic controller instructed a Southwest flight bound for Orlando to taxi across a runway. Seconds later, a JetBlue flight started rolling down the same runway, setting both planes on a collision course. Here's the moment the control tower realized what was happening.
Aircraft point set Blue 62 26.
Stop. Southwest 2937, stop.
We stopped. We were cleared to cross runway 4.
The pilots quickly aborting takeoff, slamming on the brakes, coming within 400 feet of each other according to Flight Radar 24 data.
When I hear 400 feet, what I hear is basically that there was no further margin for error, no additional mistake of any sort. Somebody from the tower not stating stop in time, somebody not responding in one of the cockpits, and we would have had a collision.
It comes on the heels of several recent close calls, including in Austin, Texas last year, when a FedEx cargo plane preparing to land flew over a Southwest jet that was taking off, coming within about 100 feet of colliding.
Southwest aboard. FedEx is on the go.
And just this week, the FAA announced it's sending new runway safety technology to 4 airports this summer: Austin, Dallas, Nashville, and Indianapolis. The new system uses satellite data to display surface traffic for air traffic controllers. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
All of this comes during a nationwide shortage of air traffic controllers. 74 additional U.S. airports will get that new runway safety technology next year. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a mistake turns into a big scientific discovery. How scientists discovered that bumblebees can survive underwater, but they still don't know why. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. All from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Prosser Digestive Health Center is now offering gastroenterology services daily, including weekends. Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg provides the full spectrum of digestive health care. His services include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
Last night, I had my retainer in, and then he's got his nasal magnet. He used to be like, not the sexiest people, but we're like...
Next Live, Billy Gardell. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a beautiful start to your Friday morning. Lots of sunshine, so grab the shades before heading off to work this morning. You'll also need the heavier coat as well because our temperatures are still in the low and middle 30s out there. Similar to what we saw yesterday morning, give or take a degree or two. And if you woke up to patchy frost on your vehicle yesterday morning, you probably have it again this morning. So budget a little bit of extra time if that is the case. 33 right now in Tri-Cities, 35 in Walla Walla, Dayton waking up to 33. Good morning to you in Yakima. 33 degrees, 35 at Hanford, 28 in Hermiston, and 36 degrees in Toppenish. There's a little bit of a breeze out there. Winds are pretty light for the most part, anywhere between 2 and 10 miles per hour out of the north, but these winds will be increasing as we get into the afternoon hours. And if you've been suffering from allergies, it's predominantly tree pollen that we've been seeing in the area. Well, the pollen counts are expected to stay in that high range, not only today, but tomorrow, Sunday, and into early next week. So keep those medications close by if you suffer from allergies, and you may want to limit your time outside as well. I know it's something you don't want to hear as we get ready to head into the weekend with nice weather. Today, lots of sunshine, breezy, 70 for your high in Tri-City, 65 Walla Walla, 65 in Prosser, 68 in Hermiston, and 65 degrees in Yakima. Tonight, mainly clear, cold again, but I don't think we'll see as many numbers close to 32 degrees. I think we'll see a little bit of moderation there as those winds diminish. Temperatures drop into the mid and upper 30s, so still a chilly start if you're going to be out early on your Saturday. Now, Saturday will start off with the sunshine, but notice the clouds start to roll in during the afternoon hours, and we are going to see a line of showers develop along the Cascades and across the western half of the state. But we're going to warm up out ahead of this front, I should say. And notice that most of your daytime hours will be dry on Saturday, which is great because we have a lot of area events going on. So highs tomorrow in the upper 60s in the Yakima Valley, where the clouds will roll in a little bit sooner. 72 in Tri-City, 70 degrees in Walla Walla, 70 in Hermiston. So a little bit warmer tomorrow. We will keep a very slight chance in the forecast for a couple of light rain showers Saturday evening. I think this computer model overdoing the coverage, and if we do see any rain, it's going to be very spotty and isolated in nature and very light as well, maybe a few hundredths of an inch after dark Saturday. So Saturday night, really between 8 and about midnight, and then any rain clears out and we'll start to see those clouds clear as well. So our Sunday shaping up to be dry, but it will be cooler and the wind will pick up again. But the weather is looking pretty good for the fishing derby. Today, 70 degrees, lots of sunshine. You may want to give the kids the sunscreen, breezy. And then tomorrow morning, starting off cold, you'll need the layers. Temperatures in the 30s in the morning, 72 in the afternoon, and then not quite as cold Sunday morning with those temperatures in the 40s to start off the day. Breezy though Sunday afternoon, you'll notice that difference, 66 degrees. 70 degrees on Earth Day, and then we have middle 70s by the early part of next week. That's looking nice. Yakima 65 and breezy today, 67 tomorrow. That 20% chance, that comes late in the day tomorrow evening as that front moves through, and then we're cooler, lower 60s on Sunday. Walla Walla 65, 70 Saturday. We're dry during the day, but after dark, after the sun sets, there could be a couple of light showers Saturday night. Sunday, about 8 degrees cooler, 62, but then another warming trend on the way. 68 in Hermiston tomorrow, breezy, 70 Saturday, slight chance for a shower Saturday night, and then Sunday's looking cooler, 65 and 68 degrees on Earth Day. Jessica?
Sorry, my mic was off. I have a question for you, Tiffany. I wanted to ask you, do you know...
There we go.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, did you know that bumblebees can survive underwater?
No, no idea.
I had no idea either. Well, it's a question that science has never asked, and they're now asking how long does it take a bumblebee to drown. So researchers in Canada say they were surprised when they accidentally submerged hibernating queen bumblebees in the water and found that they survived. Those bees were underwater for 7 days, and scientists say they aren't sure how they survived. One theory is they go into a sort of suspended animation and then their respiratory openings close. Interesting. It's also possible they can breathe through their skin while submerged. Also unclear is how this helps them in the wild. Bumblebee queens spend the winter in small burrows that scientists always thought protected them from flooding. Interesting stuff. I'm not totally scared. I think that's a good
scary.
thing.
Well, you know, I just remember as a kid when you were in the pool and you were playing, and if there was a bee nearby, you know, instead of swatting it, just go underwater. But now this kind of kills that theory.
You just brought back a memory that I forgot I had. Yeah, those were terrifying times. More scared of wasps. I know I'm supposed to, you're supposed to not kill bees, so I just freeze if I see a bee. So if I'm in mid-conversation, I'll just stop like that. Well, thank you, Tiffany.
But that's good. Me, on the other hand, I scream and run away.
That's what I want to do, and I still will end up doing that. Well, thank you, Tiffany. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, her name is now well known. We're talking about Caitlin Clark, why many across the nation are calling to have a reporter fired after an awkward and inappropriate televised press conference. We'll be right back with that.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealer is the place to start. With a full lineup of vehicles and available powertrains. Get your ideal combination of power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it.
Get 0% APR for 72 months and $2,000 flex buy cash on an Escape, or up to $3,000 cash on a Mustang Mach-E, only at your local Ford dealer.
How long do I have to wait?
Watch Thursday at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
You ready to hit the road in style? Well, you're in luck, because it's Winnebago weekend here at Broadmoor RV, and we have the best deals around. Whether you're chasing sunsets by the coast or trekking through the mountains, Winnebago has the right option for you. From compact RVs to luxurious motorhomes, we've got it all. Come down to Broadmoor RV April 19th through the 21st, and together, let's make camping fun.
The newest Tempur-Pedic lineup is available now at More Furniture. The all-new Tempur-Adapt collection delivers exceptional body-conforming pressure relief for aches and pains. Available in a variety of soft, medium, and firm feels with cool-to-the-touch covers and renowned motion absorption. You'll get superior sleep and take 72 months to pay with interest-free financing. Only at More Furniture.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In just the space of a couple of days, a sports writer is perhaps wishing that he could turn back time. It started out during Caitlin Clark's first news conference as a WNBA star. He asked her his first question, and things just went down from there. Andrew Dimbert tells us his response to it all is also bizarre.
This morning, calls for a sports journalist to be fired after an exchange with Caitlin Clark.
Real quick, let me do this.
You like that?
I like that you're here. I like that you're here.
During Clark's introductory news conference for the WNBA's Indiana Fever, Greg Doyle, a columnist for the Indy Star, made this heart gesture, which Clark frequently makes after games.
I do that at my family after every game, so.
Okay, well, let's start doing it to me and we'll get along just fine. So.
The exchange sparking some backlash online. Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy calling Doyle a sexist pervert as others call for his firing. Doyle apologizing, tweeting, "Caitlin Clark, I'm so sorry. Today I was part of the problem," and included a link to a column featuring a longer apology where he acknowledges crossing a line. But that apology is being slammed for being self-promoting. One user writing, "Nothing says I'm sorry like making us click on your column so you can get clicks." And then there's this.
You just were given the keys to that. What are you going to do with it?
At the same news conference, Doyle asking the Fever's head coach about Clark, referring to Clark as it. Canadian sports journalist Shireen Ahmed saying Doyle's media credentials should be revoked. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
In his longer apology, Doyle said he's well known for having awkward conversations with sports figures, but he noted until now they've all been men. Also, it's been a big week for Clark. Not only was she selected as the #1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, there's now talk that she could sign a multi-million-dollar endorsement deal with Nike. The contract is rumored to include a signature shoe and be worth 8 figures, far more than her starting pay with the Indiana Fever. Clark's performance in her final collegiate season with the Iowa Hawkeyes helped attract record-breaking TV audiences and sellout crowds in arenas around the country. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the FCC is set to vote next week on bringing back net neutrality. What local lawmakers have to say about this.
6 o'clock, bogey.
Did you say burger? Because I can go for a burger.
I'm not talking about burger.
Roger that. Fire now.
Need burger? Get burger. Spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger. Only at Carl's Jr.
A lot is changing in our community right now. New roads, new schools, and new opportunities. We're growing, and that means there are more cars on our streets than ever before. That's why we're expanding our facilities and services. So no matter what roads lie ahead, you'll always find your way home.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hapo Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hapo.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
Prosser Digestive Health Center is now offering gastroenterology services daily, including weekends. Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg provides the full spectrum of digestive health care. His services include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters, stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
Oh boy, look at that Carl's Jr. burger. Bacon, jalapenos, beef, cheese, bacon, beef. $5 on the app? What? Another burger. Lettuce, cheese, melty, delicious pickle. You gotta be kidding. Barbecue sauce, strip, crunchy onion rings. $5? I'm burger rich. Need burger? Get burger.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a follow-up to the city of West Richland and the fight over recreational pot shops, what voters could see on the ballot. And the recommendation on the Horse Heaven Hills wind farm being handed over to the governor's office, what that recommendation says about the future of the project. And now the Kennewick Police Department is training to handle cases with people who may have some special needs. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 6:33 on Friday, April 19th. Happy Friday. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, it's chilly when we wake up. It's chilly when we come in. Is it chilly now still?
It's still pretty chilly out there, but temperatures will be rising pretty quickly, Jessica, because the sun is now up, and this should put you in a good mood. Even though it's cold out there, the sun is shining bright, and we're looking at a really nice day today all across the Columbia Basin. Temperatures are right around the freezing mark in many spots. That's been the case for the past couple of hours. It's 33 in Tri-Cities, 32 in Prosser, 33 in Yakima, 35 in Walla Walla, and 28 degrees in Hermiston. But over the next 1 to 2 hours, you'll see these temperatures jump big time. But you'll need the layers this morning. You'll need that heavier coat. Not much of a breeze out there. Winds anywhere between 3 and about 10 miles per hour out of the north. But that wind will be picking up this afternoon. You'll notice that. And along with the sunshine, we'll see temperatures jump into the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. So the kids need the layers this morning, but they'll be able to take off those sweatshirts, take off the coats this afternoon, and they'll probably want to play outside for a couple of hours after school. We have a lot to talk about. The Lyrid meteor shower, we'll tell you when that peaks and when we'll see the pink moon and if the weather will cooperate. That's all coming up in a little bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And the FCC is set to vote next week on bringing back net neutrality. That's the regulation that all internet service providers, or ISPs, have to treat all websites the same. Our very own Alyssa Warner breaks down what local lawmakers are saying.
You don't get more electricity to your home to turn on the lights compared to when you turn on the TV. And a big box store doesn't get preferential treatment compared to a small business. Net neutrality advocates say the same rules should apply to the internet. Every user gets the same access to every website.
When you pay your internet access fee, you get to go where you want, when you want, and how you want. That's it. That's net neutrality in a sentence.
Oregon Senator Ron Wyden and Washington Senator Maria Cantwell joined the chair of the Federal Communications Commission to explain why they believe we should bring back net neutrality.
We need to protect the growing innovation economy by making sure that we have rules that say you can't throttle, you can't slow down, and you can't charge exorbitant fees just to have preferential treatment.
But it's not just about watching videos online, posting on social media, or even running a business. Senator Cantwell says this is a matter of national security.
With the proper oversight of broadband providers, the FCC can revoke a license for national security reasons. Americans should be able to use the internet without fear, without foreign adversaries posing legitimate threats to them on U.S. soil.
The head of the FCC says the proposal up for a vote next week would also impact first responders.
That's because these rules reclassify broadband as a telecommunications service under Title II of the Communications Act. It's just common sense that we should have some meaningful oversight of this essential service. So last week, I was hosted by the Santa Clara County Fire Department, and they told me how in 2018, they discovered that their internet connection in one of their command vehicles was being throttled, and it compromised their ability to stay connected and fight fires.
The changes would make it so that the Commission could collect information about internet outages and require internet service providers to take action to get the internet back up and running or take steps to prevent outages in the first place. The FCC says the new rules would also give the Commission more ability to protect your data online and take action if a foreign company tries to use the internet in a way that threatens national security. For Apple Valley News Now, I'm Alyssa Warner.
Thank you, Alyssa. And now to a follow-up on the debate over allowing pot shops in West Richland. The City Council voted this week to ask voters to weigh in. And we've been tracking this for months. The city first started considering allowing pot shops within city limits in late 2022. Making that change would bring in a lot of new tax money, but after hearing some fierce opposition in public hearings, the City Council decided to hold an advisory vote before making a final decision. They voted this week to ask the Benton County Auditor to put the question on the August primary ballot. Because it's an advisory vote, West Richland residents won't be making a decision in August, but you'll have the chance to let the City Council know what direction you think they should take. In Kennewick, police are asking you to get involved with the system, giving officers more information about what they may be facing when someone calls 911. It's called Project Guardian. KPD says family members or caretakers of people with special needs can provide information to help officers know how to approach these individuals in an emergency. KPD also says the project is about making sure that when it comes to safety, no one gets left behind.
I think it's a very special program because the reason I became a police officer was to help out everyone in my community, no matter who they are. And so I think it just gives us more information and helps me out so that when I go on these calls to talk to these individuals, I can call them by name, I know a little bit about them, and I can help them out.
The Project Guardian form asks for some information like a picture of the person, what their disability is, where they live, and what can trigger them. Kennewick police say all that information is kept confidential. After months of delays, the state is taking a step forward on a proposed wind farm project in the Horse Heaven Hills, and that's south of Kennewick. The proposal has gone through several revisions as officials considered the potential environmental impacts of the wind farm. The Washington Energy Facility Site Evaluation Council has voted to approve the latest updated plan for the Horse Heaven Wind Farm project. That's now being sent to Governor Inslee, who will have 2 months to approve the proposal, reject it outright, or send it back to the council for more consideration. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're always excited to tell you about what we do here. So next we'll tell you about the career day that Riley and I got to go to at Chief Joseph Middle School. Also, why programs like this make a big difference to students.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's National Care Stand Month. Why finance at another flooring store when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets? This month only at Floor & Home.
The whole family is invited to the 61st Annual Parade of Gems, Saturday, April 26th through the 28th at the Modern Living Building at the Fairgrounds. This year's special theme is Petrified Wood of the Northwest. There will be demonstrations on gold panning, wire wrapping, lapidary, and more. There will be vendors on hand with rock and mineral specimens, jewelry, and lapidary equipment, plus games, raffle drawings, door prizes, and more. The doors open at 10. Bring the whole family to the Parade of Gems, April 26th through the 28th at the Fairgrounds in Yakima.
Remodeling your kitchen? Fred's has the latest in kitchen appliances from GE Cafe on sale.
With a variety of custom cafe colors and options, makes it easy to personalize your kitchen.
And when it's time for cleanup, the GE Cafe dishwasher offers loading flexibility and a reversing wash arm to clean every inch of your dishes.
Get up to $2,000 in rebates in GE Cafe appliances.
Come in and see the great selection of cafe kitchen packages at Fred's.
Wake up, people! Rotten sleep means rotten moods, rotten backs, rotten health. Rotten breath goes without saying, but you're in luck. Because during the biggest sale of the season, everything is on sale. Like the Summit Queen, now only $274.99. Save up to 50% on select Tempur-Adapt mattresses. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Kick that rotten sleep to the curb. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Watch me. Watch me tumble, jump, and soar. When our squad is on point, we own the floor. Dazzling stunts and dances are my jam. Pain once caused issues, but they had a plan. A life-changing grace with no surgery to fear. Activity without limits, one more reason to cheer. Watch me. Industry-leading scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
It's National Care Stand Month when you could get up to 75% off Care Stand's durable, luxury, in-stock carpets. You dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
Next extra, Travolta, Thurman, and Tarantino, the Pulp Fiction stars together again 30 years later, revealing the real story behind the iconic dance scene that made film history and their special message to Bruce Willis. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. So check this out. Career Day took place at Chief Joseph Middle School yesterday, and Riley and I got to go there and talk to middle schoolers about what it's like to work in TV news.
Yes, that's right. And there were many types of people there with all sorts of careers. For example, we saw Richland PD, Bechtel, and Starbucks, to name just a few of them. Although I got to say, our booth was a big hit with our students.
It certainly was the best one, and that's my not biased opinion. So Riley had her camera set up and all sorts of equipment to show the students. All of them were lining up to look at it and wanted to be recorded, of course, asking how it works. And I got to download a prompter app on my phone that I had never used before, and I'm going to use it from now on. But I wrote a script from one of our actual news stories of last week, and the kids had a blast trying to read from the prompter.
We got to answer all sorts of questions. One of the main questions was, how do we wake up so early? And that's a great question, which honestly, we still don't have an answer to.
We still don't know. I don't even know how I do it. Waking up late, snoozing a lot, snoozing that alarm. So all in all, the students got to learn a lot about many different careers, and take a look.
I think it's important because it helps them get a future idea on what they might want to pick for their career. Even if they don't think that might be a good idea for them, in the end it could still possibly appear as a good idea.
I think it's actually pretty good for them, so they can see what they have in the future, so they can get a job in the future and know what they want to do.
Because it helps them work towards a goal that they want to have or something that'll be good for them.
So you can, just find what you're gonna do when you're older.
Just to get them ready for life, to know what they have to do. And it brings a lot of people together, and that's what I like about Chief Joe a lot, how they like to bring the students together and sometimes the families too.
Because it it teaches them a lot more just about different jobs that they may not have heard about and they could be really interested in.
Because they can think about it in their future. I mean, middle school is to prepare us for high school, and high school is where we're going to prepare for when we actually go find our jobs.
And I had a couple of these career type fairs when I was in high school. It wasn't as interactive as we experienced yesterday. It was more fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. We had candy out. I'm sure that's why a lot of students came our way. The candy was a big motivator. Yeah. But sometimes I would tell them to do the prompter test, and then you get a piece of candy. So kind of worked out.
There were a lot of interactive booths. There was one, they were using some sort of medical equipment at another booth.
I saw Rice Krispies somewhere, and I'm like, that's why I would go to that booth. And then I'd have to, learn about what they do.
There you go.
Such fun, so much fun. I can't wait to do it next year and every year after that. Well, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, it's time to talk about some trending stories, and this is a whopper. Tween screams around the world, and Taylor Swift releases new music. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Mireille Gaston Wine Bar.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
When it comes to floors, quality matters, period. Quality is what makes the difference in floors, and it's what you can expect from the best products Empire today carries. Quality is stain and soil technology to help protect your floors from everyday accidents. Quality is water resistance, where and when you need it most. It's a durable finish that keeps scratches from leaving lasting damage. It's floors that are manufactured in America, keeping jobs close to home. Quality is knowing your floors are made by some of the best flooring brands in the world. And when life happens, quality is having peace of mind that your floors are backed by some of the best warranties around. If an issue does arise, just call us. We service all warranties ourselves so you can avoid the hassle of having to track down the manufacturer. Knowing Empire handpicks long-lasting and durable products is what makes getting new floors easy. Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
April is Home Run Riches Month at Legends Casino Hotel, where you're guaranteed $1,000 just for stepping up to the plate, with a chance to round the bases for $10,000. Just play with your Legends Rewards card, and you could be called a pinch hit on Thursdays and win thousands of dollars. You don't even need a complicated contract or sleazy agent to bet on our team. Hey, betta, swing, betta. Come play Home Run Riches all April long at Legends Casino Hotel.
Last night, I had my retainer in, and then he's got his nasal magnet. He used to be like, not the sexiest people, but we're like...
Next live, Billy Gardell. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
I won't cry. When you feel protected under our roof, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have something to look forward to. April's full moon, also known as the pink moon because of the trees and the flowers that bloom this time of year. That will be full on Tuesday. So the moon will actually appear full 1 to 2 days before it's actually full. So it'll appear full Sunday night and Monday morning and Monday night as well. And the sky should be mainly clear for you to catch a glimpse of that pink moon. The weather will also cooperate for the Lyran meteor shower, which will be visible through the end of the month. The peak is going to be Sunday night into Monday morning before dawn. The best time is really after midnight to check it out and before 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. In the darkest spots, you can expect to see 10 to 15 meteors per hour. So not one of the shows that produce a lot of meteors, but it's still cool to watch if you can catch any. Unfortunately, the almost full moon will interfere with your viewing because it is going to be pretty bright in the sky. So if you want to try to check out the Lyran meteor shower, I'd recommend doing it tonight. Unfortunately, tomorrow night we will have more in the way of cloud cover, and then as we take into Sunday night and Monday night, you'll definitely have that bright moon that could interfere. We're taking a live look outside of our Columbia Point sky cam here in Richland, wall-to-wall sunshine, and we will enjoy the sun today. That'll help warm us up because we are on the chilly side this morning. I would even call it cold. 33 in Tri-Cities, 28 in Hermiston, 33 in Pendleton, 35 Walla Walla, and 33 degrees in Yakima. There is a little bit of a breeze this morning out of the north. It's starting to pick up now a little bit more in Moses Lake, Connell, and Hanford, and we will see that wind gradually pick up through the morning and into the afternoon, ranging anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. So it will be a breezy day, but you have to enjoy it. We'll have lots of sunshine, highs in the 60s and 70s, 70 in Tri-Cities, 65 in Walla Walla, 68 in Hermiston, and 66 in Toppenish, Yakima Valley, topping out at 65. Tonight, mainly clear, cold, but not quite as cold as this morning or yesterday morning. I think we'll kind of stay away from that 32, 33 degree mark as those winds diminish. So if you had frost the past couple of days, I think the chances of you having it again tomorrow are not quite as high. And then tomorrow we'll start off with the sunshine. The clouds will start to increase during the afternoon, those mid and high level clouds, especially in the Yakima Valley. We're dry during the daytime hours on Saturday. It's going to be a pretty nice day. We'll warm up out ahead of that front with highs in the upper 60s, lower 70s, a touch cooler. Kittitas Valley and Yakima Valley where the clouds will move in a little bit sooner. 63 Ellensburg, 67 Yakima, 72 Tri-Cities, and 70 degrees in Walla Walla. But if you have any Saturday night plans, there could be a couple of showers out there. This computer model, I think, really overdoing the coverage. Any rain that falls will be very light in intensity and will be spotty in nature. And then any rain that does develop will come to an end by midnight, and then the sky will clear out, giving way to a breezy and a cooler Sunday. So we're in the 70s Saturday, slight chance for a shower Saturday night, 66 breezy Sunday, looking good next week with more 70s, 65 in Yakima breezy, slight chance for a shower Saturday night, and then cooling back down into the lower 60s on Sunday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And now to some entertainment news. It's a big day, Riley. Taylor Swift dropped her 11th studio album today.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
I have heard maybe 6.5 of the songs
I
so
think
far.
I heard like the first 5 and then kind of skipped around and looked around. So
there was 15 in the first, and then at 2 in the morning, she dropped another 16
one, yeah.
album or 16 songs.
A bunch of songs,
Yeah.
It's crazy. She's great. Well, Swift shared a teaser, right?
Yeah, the Tortured Poets department on social media. It shows a peek inside a fictional literary society and a timetable of the release schedule. A calendar reveals a music video is set to drop at 8 p.m. Eastern time today, 5 p.m. our time, and it appears something else may be planned for tomorrow.
She loves her Easter eggs, so I'm sure there's going to be something dropping tomorrow as well, and probably for the next week. Well, the Mastermind has also been posting snippets of lyrics ahead of the release. Spotify shared on social media that the forthcoming release from Swift is the most pre-saved album in the platform's history.
All right.
Right? Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the final check on your forecast. And here's a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, tennis pro Danielle Collins was a rising star. Ranked 15th in the world.
Miami Open, presented by ITIO singles champion Danielle Collins.
Opening up about her health struggles off the court.
I think inflammatory diseases, they don't discriminate. At the time, I didn't know what to think. I thought, oh my gosh, is this the end of my career? It felt like my career was over. It felt like when we were talking about the treatment options, it seemed like an uphill battle that was going to be really hard to fight.
And her hopes for the future.
And I know people think of tennis as the dream, but is being a mom a dream for you as well?
Yeah, being a mom is one of my biggest dreams outside of the court.
And we'll have much more coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
You'll love this. Centrum Silver is clinically proven to support memory in older adults. So you can keep saying, you mastered it. You fixed it. You nailed it. You did it. With Centrum Silver, clinically proven to support memory in older adults.
Man.
Dad. That smell could be 8 million odor-causing bacteria. Good thing adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of bacteria that detergents leave behind. Clean is good. Sanitized is better.
At SimpliSafe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 LiveGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. This exclusive technology allows SimpliSafe agents to help stop crime in real time by speaking through the Smart Alarm indoor camera.
Stop. This is SimpliSafe. Police are on their way.
For instant intruder deterrence and faster police response.
Police have arrived. Your home is safe.
Now install our advanced system your way. Have a pro set it up or easily do it yourself. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's check in now with Tiffany for a final look at your first alert forecast. Tiffany, give us some good news for the weekend.
It's looking really nice, Jessica, especially today. Look at all that sunshine out there, but it is cold. Be aware of that. You really need to bundle up this morning with temperatures in the low and middle 30s. But just like yesterday, we'll warm up in a big way this afternoon. It'll be breezy, don't get me wrong. Highs around 70 degrees. Now, the weekend is looking mainly dry, 72 on Saturday. Now, there could be a couple of showers, light showers, Saturday night, but that shouldn't impact any of your daytime plans. 66 and breezy, cooler on Sunday. And then in Yakima, 67 Saturday, 62 and breezy on Sunday. We have 70s in the forecast next week. Walla Walla, 65 today, 70 tomorrow. 30% chance for a few showers Saturday night. Then we're cooler Sunday and 70 on Saturday in Hermiston, 65 on Sunday. Jessica?
Sounds like a beautiful week coming up with those temperatures. Thank you, Tiffany, and thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. Your local news is back tonight at 5, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Have a fabulous Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.